What's going on, big dogs? How we doing? Today's video, man, we got to start off with, I got a little bit of some bad news. Just a little bad news. Not that bad though, man. But, I told y'all, one of the videos I want to throw up is going to be one of me trying to program the TPMS sensors for the wheels in preparation for trying to get tires on them so we can go ahead and slap them things on the Ghost. Well, as I sat down to try and shoot that video, y'all, I connected the scan tool up and everything, did all of the stuff to identify the car and all that stuff and got to the TPMS function on there. And I noticed that I wasn't getting one of the, it should give you like 4 choices off of another video I seen. Now, what I didn't notice off of the video I looked at, because I was wondering why I ain't doing this, so I looked up a video and I'm like, man, I'm not seeing a box on there that says you can copy from OBD. When you copy from OBD, that means you're copying what's in the computer as far as for your TPMS sensors. You're copying that, and then you're gonna copy them to new sensors. That way then you can kind of just, throw them on there and you can reuse them. Well, upon trying to do that, I didn't have that function on there, so I'm just trying different things, trying to see if I can find it. And then I look deeper into it, and I noticed that there's a letter indicator on the actual model scan tool that I have that doesn't have. It should have TP in the title of it as well. With mine, the only thing I can really do is I can make my TPMS sensors relearn and all of that stuff and diagnose if they have a problem or what problem that they're having. That's what that scan tool does. I don't have the scan tool that actually has the function where you can copy from OBD unless it's an update. But I've been doing updates on it and I haven't seen anything. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Besides the point, we're not going to be doing that video this go around. I said all that just to say we're not doing that video, and I'm probably just going to wind up taking the wheels up to whatever tire shop I go to whenever I get the tires and have them program them, and hopefully not run into an issue there to where I have to use a different style, because I specifically bought those TPMS sensors so that I figured, hey, they'll work perfectly with the scan tool. It's the same brand name, but hopefully I don't have no issues there, or I'm gonna have to come out some more money. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. So today's video, this is something that I've been waiting on for like, I think a couple of months to get in, and it finally came in. And it came in just in time because I couldn't do the TPMS program video. So I decided to give rain guards another chance, because there's some rain guards even back then when I took the ones I had on the car off. Because I told you they were okay. It just, for some reason, it just wasn't keeping the rain out. So I was always curious about trying a different design rain guard, which I wound up getting because they've been on back, like I said, they've been on back order for a while. And I said, man, I'm gonna give these things one more shot, because it's been raining a lot lately, and man, I can't crack my windows using the rain. Okay, check this out, dog. I'm gonna hit y'all up with something, man. Y'all gonna say, man, what the hell is wrong with this dude? We know I live in Texas, man. And when I tell you it gets hot, God dang, it gets hot. Let me tell you something funny about your boy. It be hot. I don't use the AC. Damn! I know something must be wrong with triple digit weather. I'll roll the windows down. I use the Flintstone air conditioning. And I think I'm that way because the first car I ever owned was a Nissan Sentra. And I ain't talking about the Nissan Sentra that's got all the nice stuff on it. I mean, I got the bare bones E model for empty on accessories. So it had nothing in it, no AC. So when it got hot, I always have to ride with the windows down and use, the natural AC, which is drive faster and get that wind to cut back on you. So I had that. So ever since then, I've just been used to, metering my body temperature. So I don't know, trippy. But I don't use the AC. But when it rains, I really should use AC because of the defrost and all that stuff. But I don't. So I like to crack my windows, and it's been raining a lot lately, and I said, man, I think I want to give these another shot. And in doing that, I wanted to try out the the rain guards that I have now. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at those rain guards right now. All right, so here we go, man. So we're gonna try these out. Now, the ones I had before, they were EOS rain guards, which they installed. They were a little bit more involved than these will be for installing. You know, those we had to pull back the weather stripping on the door and put some little clips in there, like little hooks, and then put the weather stripping back in there, and also use double-sided tape, which for security, from a security standpoint, them being on there, which was pretty good. But these should be a tad bit easier to do, and I think I picked these because of they have more of an aggressive style on them. So they have, like, you know, it's, you know, for this is one of the front ones. I say this is the driver's side, right? Driver's side right here. So it starts off like an OEM one would be, but then in the midway point of it, it has this little indentation in here that goes right there. It's pretty much like a pretty aggressive design, and that design follows all the way to the rear too. So it continues on from the back door right there, and then it goes back to like an OEM type shape at the back. But the only way, these are gonna be fairly easy to put them on. You're gonna peel off your tape and then put it on there. But for me, I'm just gonna kind of peel off one of these little corners right here, and I'm gonna peel off a corner on this side as well, and then kind of adjust and put it where I want it, to try and make sure I get it in the right spot, and then I'll pull back the rest of the tape. You know, the same way I pretty much do anything with double-sided tape on it. You want to create a little flap, and then once you get it where you want it, you can pull it off and then apply pressure to it as you pull it off of there, trying not to break the freaking the tape. And then, you know, I'll break out the heat gun or whatever, and then we'll apply a little heat to it, and then just let it sit until you know, let it sit overnight, and then it'll be good to go. I think, you know, after about an hour or two, it should be almost fully cured on there to where it'll stay in place. But just in case, I don't really need to drive the car no time soon, so I'm just gonna put these things on there, because matter of fact, we're gonna have some weather coming in today, a whole bunch of rain. So I figured I'll give some rain guards another try, and then we'll see how this goes. And then, like I told you, I'll report back to y'all how these are performing in comparison to the EOS ones that I had before. So let's go ahead and prep the area up, and we'll go ahead and slap these bad boys on there. All right, so here we go. So just to make sure that I perfected my technique, I did it on the other side already, but let me show you how we gonna put my new technique for putting these bad boys on here. So now, I think last time I did this, I wasn't even sure if I hit these areas with isopropyl alcohol or not, but this time I know for sure I did. So we're gonna spray some on the rag here, on the microfiber cloth. That's kind of what I'm using, and then we're gonna wipe off this entire area. Make sure we ain't got no dirt. I cleaned it already. That was yesterday though, but I'm trying to make sure we good to go now. So we're gonna make sure. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to pretty much do a test fitment on where we're gonna go with it. So what I like to do is I try and, like, it's got this rounded curve right here. Don't look too rounded because that's what that double-sided tape is back there, but it's rounded right here on this corner. I try and line that up with this rounded part of the door and make sure that I'm right up against this edge. Now, how this thing is, it's gonna look like you're going too far up, but you're not. And I try and make sure I keep that same line all the way down here to this point right here to make sure that it's right where it needs to be. Now, from what I'm looking at down here, whenever you do this right here and you line this front end to the top part of the door, in the middle here, it's gonna look like you're too high up, but trust me, you are not. What you're seeing right now is the little rubber weather seal. Open up the door. This is what you're seeing, is kind of giving you an illusion like you're up too high, but you're not. So disregard that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here to make sure that I got this thing right where I want it is I'm going to peel off this little area right here, just enough to get me started and get it stuck on there. So we're gonna probably do about that much. That gives me just enough of this backing to be able to grab. Then we're gonna do the same thing on this back end right here. Like I said, I'm sure you know, a gang load of videos out there of showing you how to do this, but you know, hey, taking y'all with me, bruh. All right then, big dog, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna line it up in the back like I said, because I wanna make sure that that is perfect, as perfect as I can get it, which is right about there. And then apply a little bit of pressure on that little corner. So now that's in. So now all I have to do is work on getting this part lined up with the edge of the door, which there it is right there. I can test that by opening the door. Now, if I open the door, it also see how I'm lined up right there. It makes it easier to be able to grab the tape and pull that backing off of there. Pull that off of there, throw it up there, and then at this point, we want to start applying a little bit of pressure, making sure that we're in the right spot. And we are. Yep, we are. And then before I get too close to the end back here, I'm going to pull off that section. That way then I can go ahead and push that down as well. And then we push all of that right there. Apply that pressure on there. And then for the most part, it's on. But for me, I want to apply a little bit of heat to this thing as well. So now at that point, I'm going to apply more pressure on the rain guard to make sure we're nice and push down there. Now what that little bit of heat is going to do, it's going to make that double-sided tape tackier, and at the same time apply a little bit of heat to the rain guard to help it, you know, bend a little bit into shape like I want it to. That way then it won't have no resistance trying to pull back, because it's, you know, it was in a box in a cold area, hot area for a long period of time, so it does cause these things to misshape a little bit, but it's kind of my remedy for fixing that. So there we go. So now our front rain guard is on, and now we're going to apply that same process to the back here. Close that door. And there we go. All installed. All right, y'all. So there you go, man. It's not that exciting of an install, but like I say, I was trying something out a little different, and I kind of wanted to go back to it because when I tell you it's been raining, man, and your boy been getting wet, I've been like, dog, I need to get some more. And I kind of want to give him another try. I really do. Let me see here. I really do like how these look. I do like this little indentation right here. It really fits the body lines, and plus it's got a little bit, for some reason they actually poke out a little bit more right here at this end. Same thing right here. And at this part right here, it's like the little dome comes out a little bit better right here, or a little bit further. So I'm hoping that's going to equate to no rain getting in here, because I think the other ones, they stopped up here, but this one goes down a little bit further. So now it's like when the water comes up right here, it was like getting here and getting underneath there, and then just, your boy was just getting splashed, boy. But hopefully these will do better. I do kind of, it's gonna take some getting used to. Like whenever I took the other ones off, it took some getting used to seeing the car without them. So now it just looks like it's a lot on there right now. I don't know, man. But as long as it keeps the rain out, I'm good. They do have a completely different look. It ain't the stock look like the other ones did, or OEM rain guards either. So I actually do like the way they look. All right, so fam, that's gonna be it for this video, man. Wrap this up, dog. And things are aligning the way I want them to. So we will be in the process of getting tires, and we're gonna get the tires put onto the wheels and get them onto the car. And yeah, man, I can't wait for that. So that's coming up next too. So like I said, I got a little curveball with the TPMS sensors, but right when that happened, the rain guard showed up. So I figured we'd go ahead and throw those things on in this video, man. So appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man, as we install these things on here, man. And like I tell y'all all the time, man, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I noticed, I look at my my analytics and all of that stuff. And the crazy part about this stuff, and this is what's funny to me, man, is it says I have 1,000 people engaged, but my subscriber count is not matching that, which is strange to me. For me, it is what it is. But if you can, man, it don't cost y'all nothing. If you're on the fence about it, man, just subscribe, support your boy, man. I'm sure at some point, something that I put out is gonna help you out. So just give me that opportunity to help you out, man, and go ahead and subscribe. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out, man. And y'all know what we're gonna say, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Make sure you hit all so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, fam, peace.